Hello friends, consider this expression t plus 1. T plus 1. The variable is t here. So this is a polynomial with variable t. So we can denote it like this. P of t is equal to t plus 1. This means polynomial and variable t. This is just a notation. Is t plus 1. Now the question is, when does this polynomial attain the value 0? When does it become 0? When does p of t become 0? When t plus 1 becomes 0, p of t also becomes 0. So when does this t plus 1 become 0? So let's isolate t on one side. So t plus 1 is equal to 0. So subtracting 1 on both sides, you get t is equal to minus 1. So this p of t becomes 0 at p of t becomes 0 at t is equal to minus 1. So this is the algebraic 0 of the polynomial. So at minus 1, we say that minus 1 is the 0 of the polynomial p of t. Now, if maybe you will understand this better if I show you graphically what it means. Algebraically, it only means this. At minus 1, p of t becomes minus 1 plus 1, 0. So, 0 of the polynomial. Minus 1 is the 0 of this polynomial. Graphically, let us see what happens to the same t plus 1. So, let me write p of t as y. So this becomes t and this is p of t, which is polynomial in t, which is y. Some values for t and p of t or y would be, so that in order to enable us to plot the points in this graph, if t is 0, what happens to the polynomial t plus 1? 0 plus 1, which is 1. Let's say t becomes, let's take the random value of 2 to be t. So y becomes 2 plus 1, 3. So plotting these points in the graph, this we know is 0, 0. This is 1, 2. This side is minus 1, so we do not have much negative points here. But let it be, we'll just 1, 2 and down minus 1, minus 2. So our first coordinate is 0, 1, which is this. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. This is our second coordinate, 2 and 3, right? So somewhere here, 2 and 3. So let's try connecting this using a line. These 2 points can be connected and look at the line. It passes through minus 1, and this is what we said. Minus 1 is the 0 of the expression or of the polynomial t plus 1. Minus 1 is the 0. So what does it mean? 0 of the polynomial means the point at which the graph intersects the x-axis. That is the 0 of the polynomial, where the graph intersects the x-axis. So when we talk about expressions, we call it the 0 of the expression or 0 of the polynomial. But when we talk it, or when we consider this as an equation, when we consider this to be an equation, t plus 1 is equal to 0, we say the same point t is equal to minus 1 as the root of the equation. So 0 and roots, the words can be used interchangeably, but normally for a polynomial, for an expression, it's considered to be the 0. The point at which the graph intersects the x-axis is considered to be the 0 of the polynomial or of the expression, whereas so 0 is considered for expressions. 0 is the word used for this point, the point at which the graph intersects the x-axis. And whereas in the case of equation, we call the same point as the roots of the equation. So 0 and roots. Now I hope it's very clear where we use what, but of course it is used interchangeably because Suppose you have an equation. For example, you have p of x is equal to 5x minus 20. Let's assume this is an equation given to us, or this is a polynomial. How do you find the zero? For finding a zero, it is the same as solving this equation, isn't it? Finding the zero of 5x minus 20 is the same as solving this equation p of x is equal to 0, which is 5x minus 20 is equal to 0, right? So, or x is equal to, which implies 5x is equal to 20. X is equal to 20 by 5 or 4. So, for this equation 5x minus 20 equal to 0, the root is at x is equal to 4. The root of this equation is 4, meaning the graph intersects the x-axis at 4, right? So, 0, I hope it's very clear. The 0 and the root is now quite clear to you. Thank you.